Your family gets as much airtime as you do now
Oh
on the
my
broadcast. So
gosh.
what's going on there?
They've
How
been
do they
getting a
find the
lot
TV
of airtime.
cameras?
I knew ESPN actually brought an extra camera to Iowa City. You know, we had one more than every other site last weekend, but I guess they just think they're good at entertainment. But, you know, I grew up in a very competitive family. My family's very competitive. But, you know, they mean the best. They are my biggest fans, and I'm lucky to have that. And, you know, they probably get more nervous than me, which I feel bad about sometimes. I'm like, guys, just relax. It's a basketball game. But I feel like, you know, they think, you know, they're in there playing sometimes. They might be just as sweaty as I am, but, you know, I'm lucky to have a family that's at literally every single one of my games. That's one of the reasons I came to Iowa, because, you know, they're going to travel and support me, and I'm fairly close to where I grew up, which is, it's an easy drive for my parents.
Coming out of the Colorado locker room, they're extremely confident. Is that something you're kind of embraced for, or like everyone else?
Yeah, no, I think, you know, I would always expect our opponent to be confident. You know, they're going to bring their best shot. You know, they really have nothing to lose. You know, they just upset Duke on their home court, the 3 seed in our region. So, you know, they're going to be competitive. They're going to be feisty. They play tenacious defense, things like that. But, you know, at the same time, I think, you know, we have ways to beat that and go against that, and Coach Bluter's going to have us ready.
Caitlin, what do you do to deal with all this attention and pressure? How do you deal with that?
Yeah, I think, you know, just enjoying the moment. You know, the reason I play this game is not to have articles written about me, you know, things on the internet about me. I play because I love it. I've loved it since the first time I picked up a ball, and I'm lucky I get to do it with my best friends. That's one of the reasons I came here, is because this culture is so incredible, and, you know, I know at the end of the day I'll live just as happy of a life if I lost in the Sweet 16. Don't get me wrong, my goal is to get this team to get Dallas, but, you know, I'm going to give everything I can, but I know basketball's not the end-all be-all for me. You know, when I play with fun, passion, excitement, that's when I'm playing my best basketball.
How do your teammates let you know that they have your back?
Yeah, I think, you know, if I make a few mistakes here or there, they're always coming up to me and, you know, you got it, you know, you're the best player on the floor. Just believe that. They believe that. You know, my coach believes that. You know, they rely on me and I rely on them. You know, I think it's a two-way street. You know, there's hard moments for every player. But, you know, being able to lean into your teammates and know they truly want the best for you, I think that's super important, and that's what's going to carry us a long way, is when you have that bond with one another. So, you know, I'm lucky to have teammates like that.
Open practice, like I can tell you got like bruises or something. What happened
Yeah.
to your knees there?
I got a lot of court burn versus Georgia. I was getting knocked around quite a bit, but I probably could have stayed on my feet a little better. But yeah, I got some nice court burn going on.
Okay.
I know you're locked in, obviously, in this game with Colorado, but when you're in a place like this, it's a WNBA arena. Again, I know you're locked in, but do you ever daydream for a second, like, hey, this is in my future, maybe even with this team here kind of thing?
Yeah, hopefully. I mean, I want to be there one day, and whether it's, you know, playing for the Seattle Storm or, you know, coming here to play the Seattle Storm, I hope that's, you know, something I get to do. And I think this arena is super, super cool. It's kind of built like our home arena back in Iowa City, you know, kind of built down into the ground, just newly remodeled, I believe. So super cool. I think it's an incredible arena, just very unique. But yeah, I think you kind of, you know, take a moment and think about that. But, you know, that's kind of been my dream. So definitely super cool.
And watching a Storm game, maybe have you seen the atmosphere of this place for basketball, and like kind of what you'll see this weekend?
Absolutely. And Suber is somebody I love to watch, and obviously Stewie as well. And obviously I know both of them aren't going to be here next year, but they've been so fun to watch. And I went to my first ever WNBA game in Minnesota. They were playing the Seattle Storm, so that's pretty cool too.
Woodley here took a fish to the face this morning
Oh, no.
on a story about your passing. So what?
That wasn't entirely accurate.
Well, if you smell fish, it's Woodley. What's your approach to assists, to passing the ball?
Yeah, I think sometimes my passing can, you know, get overlooked just because of the scoring aspect, but I think, you know, that's what makes me have the ability to score, is because I can pass the ball at a high rate too. And, you know, I'm lucky enough to have teammates that knock down open threes. Monica's such a good post player inside. They really get my assist numbers up. But, you know, when I have the balance of scoring and the assist numbers, I think that's when we're really successful. It can't just be one or the other. But yeah, I think I give a lot of credit to being able to play soccer when I was younger. I think understanding passing angles, being able to make reads, and then obviously I think anticipation. I'm anticipating where my teammates are going to be. I'm, you know, hopefully beating them to the spot and meeting them there with my passing. And, you know, I just want to put them in a position to be successful.
Have you ever thrown a fish?
You caught the fish.
Twitter can
That's
verify
huge.
that.
That's huge.
Have you ever thrown a fish?
I have not. Do I have to go to the fish market to do that?
You do.
Okay. I might go there later this afternoon then. That sounds pretty fun.
It'll be a different energy in the crowd here.
Yeah.
What are you hearing from Hawkeye fans making the trip, and what do you do to adjust from sold-out raucous Carver Hawkeye Arena to
Yeah.
site where no team is closer than 1,000 miles.
Yeah, I still expect there to be quite a few people here. I think women's basketball is supported really well in this area. I know there will be Hawkeye fans here. We have a lot of family coming out that's supportive of our players. But I think more than anything, no matter where you play, it's a neutral site for everybody now. Nobody has an advantage there. But I think just finding the confidence and the hype from one another, your teammates. And even when we play on the road, we do that. So, we've played in front of a lot of really, really big crowds, a lot of noisy crowds. So I don't think it's anything we're going to shy away from.
Thank you.
A couple Colorado players were talking about they feel like they've found some things on film where they can close you down. Does that give you motivation?
Yeah, I think absolutely. I think a lot of people probably say that when they're going into games playing me, whether it's being physical, whether it's denying me, whether it's, picking me up full court. They're going to try a lot of different things. They're probably going to run a lot of different players at me. I think understanding that, but, if you're going to sell out and take away me, go for it. My teammates are incredible, and I think understanding that, I might get the spotlight quite a bit, but, my teammates are what make this thing go, McKenna's been incredible the way Gabby has shot the ball, Monica inside, Kate's kind of the one that, doesn't always get the credit, but she does a lot of the dirty work for us, and Hannah Stolke is the 6th player of the year in the Big Ten, and having her back is going to be huge for us. So, it's definitely something that, you got to come with the flow of the game. They're going to be physical from the jump. That's how it is. I think, getting your teammates open early, let it open up for yourself. But, yeah, I'm just going to be completely focused on my team and what we need to do to win. And I feel like I've seen just about everything at this point, so I think I'm ready.